Greetings and welcome to this week's episode of UC Weekly News. I'm your host, David Danto, and I'm here in Manhattan at the AV-IT Summit run by the FutureNet people. A lot of very interesting vendors here. We'll have a chat with Mark Pescatore, who is editor of Systems Contractor News, show you what some of the panels look like, talk to some of the vendors that are here. It's a great experience. People gather in Manhattan with the concept being, like I've said for many, many years, AV is IT. Now, a lot of people disagree with that, and that's fine, but this is acknowledging that the whole AV and IT space is one thing, and it's an opportunity for the people that are around the Manhattan area to get together and just talk about what's going on in our space. So stay tuned. We have some conversations, some interviews, some sense and some feeling about what this is like, and we're sure you'll enjoy the show. So I'm here at the AV-IT Summit. This is, I don't know, fifth year, sixth year you've done it?
Fifth year I've been here, yeah.
Fifth year, yeah, with Mark Pescatore. Mark, tell everybody your title.
I'm the content director for Systems Contractor News.
And my editor and my boss. I write articles for Systems Contractor News.
And my columnist. And my conscience, I'd say.
And we'll take a look at some of the vendors that are around here. But tell me how the event's going so far. What's the theory about it, and how's it going?
The whole idea is that AV and IT are no longer separate, even though there are some people in AV who want them to be separate and some people in IT who want them to be separate. They're together now. And so the whole idea is that the AV-IT Summit brings all the technology together and helps people understand each other and learn about what's hot and what's not in the industry.
Now, I just walked from the start of the hall where the vendors are down here. It's about halfway, and I got stopped 15 times with Barco, with Planar, the guys from NetSpeaker here. These are like really big names. This isn't like fly-by-night AV. You've got some good vendors.
We got the big boys here.
And I'm seeing financial services companies walk around and pharmaceuticals and some of the big buyers. So everybody's saying that it's a great event. What's your impression so far?
The good thing here is that we have integrators, we have consultants, and we have end users. So everybody's here, and everybody's doing what they need to do from their perspective, and everybody's learning stuff because we've got a full conference program. You were on it last year.
I was on it last year, so it's not as good this year, but it'll be acceptable. We'll go in and take a look at some of the people talking in a minute. Once a year, still only once a year in the summer? We're not thinking about doing maybe an add-on to ISE or an add-on to Infocom or anything like that?
Sounds like a pretty interesting idea, but the boss didn't tell me anything, so I think it's one per year right now.
One per year, okay. And if people want to find out more about what you do and get a hold of you and look at what the magazine's like, where should they go?
You want to find out about SCN, you go to avnetwork.com.
And this is a future company, right?
Yes, sir.
FutureNet. And when is my next article coming out?
Next month, September. Don't miss it.
Keep an eye on that one. It's a good one. Mark, thanks very much. I appreciate it. It's a great show.
Thanks.
My name is Sean Warko, Apogee Insight. We're a research firm that actually helped with the top AV consultants. If you haven't read it yet, please do. It's a great study that we wanted to undertake in partnership with FutureVB and SCN to shed a light on this important part of our channel. The part that really helps turn visions into reality, I guess is what we call it. We're going to dig into that a little bit. I'm joined today with Ryan Stovall of Lightware. We have Tom Shen of Shen Wilson. We have Tom Walker of K-Shift Consulting and Lainey Mataris of Planar. Thank you so much to Tony Warner, not Tom Walker. Tom Walker, Tony Warner. Tony Warner, yes, famous footballer. Okay, where I want to start today is there are many people in this room that are perhaps less familiar with the role of consultant. We had some great conversations over lunch and whatnot. Some of you had some good questions here from the architect side or whatnot. So where I wanted to start actually is with our consultants. Tell us a little bit about what the role of the consultant is. I think we know the task. We know the task, help specify, help build solution. But what's the role that you're actually playing for your organizations? And then we'll get the manufacturer perspective as kind of a bookend here too, of how they work together to do those roles. Tom, let me start with you.
Sure. Thanks, Sean. I think the role of the consultant is continuing to evolve. We kind of play in the middle of an entire project in terms of the primary interface between the end user client, the architect, the integrator, the manufacturer. We're kind of sitting in the middle of everyone. And we're assessing needs and requirements. We're looking at things very objectively and independently. We have no vested interest in any one particular product. Our primary interest is an excellent result at the end of the day, and to deliver a successful project that's meeting all of the functional requirements of our client, their budgetary capital budget requirements, and then from a reliability and a serviceability standpoint to make sure that all of those boxes are checked. So I think that the role of the consultant is very important because we do play in the middle of all of these different very important players in the overall workflow process. And we're making sure that there's full coordination of all of that, right? So there's lots of different ways to get to the end game or the final delivery of a project. But I think that with the help of a consultant, we could advise that process very smoothly.
Yeah, completely agree, Tom. I think consultants can be involved in projects through the whole life cycle of the design and installation. However, I think where our strength really lies is in the front end programming at the very early stages of the project. And I like to compare ourselves to we're akin to the architect, but on the AV side. So where we really focus our efforts is the visioning big picture, trying to understand where our clients are going, where they want to be with technology in the next 5 to 10 years, and how we can help get them there. And we place a lot of emphasis on that. A lot of our projects are also very long-term. So it's not uncommon for our design projects to be 2 years or more on very large-scale projects. And we're used to advancing a design slowly and iteratively through that process. And you kind of, at each stage, making sure that the project is coordinated with all of their trades on the design team, stuff like that.
Thanks so much. Lane, we'll continue with you. So coming down a level off of the kind of design and such, how does the consultant community sort of help you as a manufacturer and how you work together? What's the role for it?
Sure. So it's really important for a manufacturer to have the right support staff to handle projects that are years down the road. So in Planar, we've dedicated the whole team to the consultant architect design community because we have to plan for the infrastructure for these large projects. And the consultant community has brought us into places where we would never have been. Maybe we're in an experiential space or we're in a huge corporate global rollout. So for us as a manufacturer to be able to support a consultant, we have to be able to say, we have to account for this person, to be a salaried person, to make sure that they are going to be there from the beginning to the end of the project so there's some consistency.
Ryan, what would you add to that?
I'd add it's a relationship that goes back and forth. So what we do is we try to gut out and provide the consultants with a viewpoint into what our products are capable of doing, what the technology is going, where the technology is actually focused on from a greater industry standard, and then also get feedback from the consultants in terms of, this is a stupid button here, why is it doing anything here? It could be something as simple as that, but they also bring back that vast knowledge of all the people they're interacting with, and hey, this is where clients are looking for. This is the things we are trying to solve for, and also because, as a manufacturer, you sell a product today. But here, I need to say, this is 18 months out. This is 2 years where our role as a manufacturer is going to be, does that align with what your vision of technology would be?
And just adding to that, we have to be a visionary for them too, and for the end client to say, okay, this is the technology we have now. In the future, like you were just talking about signal routing, I have to say, well, this is the LED you have now, but the future is something greater. So let's plan for this now, and this is a vision that you should go in the future.
Hi, I'm Tim. I'm with Barco. We're here showing ClickShare at the AVIT Summit.
What are you showing on the table?
So we have our ClickShare Hub, which is our certified Microsoft Teams solution with wireless content sharing built in. And we also have our BYOD products, our CX30, our CX50 second generation, and the ClickShare Bar Hub.
We love the
Pro.
ClickShare bar.
A lot of people do. So
Website?
happy to be here. I said a lot of people do.
Website?
Barco.com, BARCO.com.
Michael Martin with Hudley. We're here at the AVI Summit, in New York today, sharing the Hudley Intelligent Video Camera Systems with our crew set up, here, as well as the C1 video bar that actually allows multiple cameras to be connected to it. And we're having actually a really good time and loving what we're doing.
Good? Oh, hey, hello everyone. My name is Sam with NetSpeak, and we're here at the AV-IT Summit in New York City. And what we're doing at NetSpeak is automating the support of the technologies for AV, UC, digital signage. And so what we're looking to do is build this platform, we call it Lena, to look at all the different technologies from all the different vendors and automate the support to keep the technologies up and working as much as possible. So to learn more, please go to netspeak.ai. Thank you very much.
And we talked about NetSpeak on our show last week. Did anybody buy you since our show last week?
So thank you for all of the support from Talking Points.
Nobody bought you yet?
Where nobody's bought us yet. So
okay, good. You heard it from here. Nobody bought us yet.
Not yet.
Once again, our speculation was wrong. And we have no one at the NEAT booth right now, but we do have the NEAT Center and the NEAT Board 32. And I guess some neat lip balm. Okay. So not like everybody doesn't know you already, but who are you and what do you do?
Hi, I'm Lainey Mataris. I'm the General Manager for the Consultant Architect Design Group for Planar.
And what's Planar doing here today?
So Planar is at this beautiful AV-IT Summit, and we're showing off some of the different technologies that we offer and just kind of socializing with the AV consultants, end users, integrators.
And why should people come see you at Planar?
You should always come to see me at Planar. People should come see Planar in all our different showrooms. We have a showroom here in New York that's 44th and 11th. We have showrooms throughout the country, Canada, globally, and you get to see all our products. We're an LED manufacturer. We're not a distributor. We're not a trunk slammer. We actually manufacture the product. And we have interruptions like that. So.
That's okay, no problem. How can people find out more information?
So you can go to planar.com, or you can email me at lainey.mataris@planar.com, or you can just find me on LinkedIn and just chat me up.
So that's it for this week's UC Weekly News here at the AV-IT Summit in Manhattan. Next week's show is going to be me digging through my shop and going through all the gear that I've collected over the last few months and showing you some of the various pieces operating. So it's going to be me, and me, showing you a lot of equipment that's been floating around that I've been promising to show, including some Jabra headsets, some video cameras, some Shox headsets, some other things going on. But until then, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next week.